Hello, classy people. How y'all doing? My name is Wayne Bolden. I am your Speed King. It is Tuesday evening. I'm a little under the weather, but I'll get through this. There's two stake races on Friday up at Woodbine, north of the border. Our friends up there. The Ashbridge Stakes for 3-year-old fillies is the first race on Friday. It's only a small field, a field of 6, and I wanted to do it to analyze the race. It shouldn't take us long, so let's get right at it. But before we do, as always, please subscribe to our channel, ring the bell, like us, comment, as always, our favorite part. And of course, if you ever want our tip sheets, you can email us at speedking24@yahoo.com, speedking24. And let's dive in. Your Speed King's a little under the weather, but we'll get through this here Ashbridge Stakes. Small field, going a mile and 16 on Friday. It's the first race. Not very often you see a stake race the first race, but Woodbine do things a little special up there. Very nice folks across the synthetic for 100,000. 3-year-old fillies, first race. And the first horse, number 1, Jolene. I like that name, Jolene. Well, Miss Jolene is by Giant Gizmo. And this 3-year-old filly has 7 starts, 1 win, 1 second, and 2/3 for a cool $27,000. And I mean, you know, she looks clearly overmatched here. She's coming out of a $10,000 claiming race, believe it or not, Jolene, on October 30th up at Woodbine, a mile and 16. Running third, speed figure is just horrible. I don't know. They're stepping this filly into a $100,000 overnight stake race, and she just appears to be totally overmatched to me. That's Jolene, the number 1. We can't throw her out fast enough. The number 2 horse, well, Jilly Marie. Jilly Marie has 7 starts, 3 wins. You can't sneeze at that. I mean, this here filly by Dynamic Sky, this here 3-year-old filly is pretty nice. 7 starts and 3 wins in 2 seconds for $129,000. You see the difference between her, the number 2 horse, Jilly Marie, and Jolene. This is a very nice filly, the number 2 horse. Once again by Dynamic Sky. And speed figures are cut below here relative to the horse I think is the winner in the race. But the number 2 horse surely could be a contender here and should run well. Last ran October 22nd on the grass in an overnight stake race. That was the Thunder Bay Stakes, and she finished second. Speed figure was really good, but she finished second behind the favorite in this race, which is Lorena, the number 3 horse. But the number 2, Jilly Marie, is a very nice horse. Finished second behind the favorite here, the number 3. And I would say you would definitely have to use the number 2 horse in any exotic wager here. Now, can she turn the table on the number 3 horse here? Probably can. So she is a win contender, the number 2 horse in this spot. And here's your favorite, and this horse actually looks like he lays over this field. She's a very nice filly. Her name is Lorena, the number 3. 7 starts and 5 wins. That's right. No seconds, no thirds. So out of 7 starts, this horse has won 5 times. Mr. Simon is our trainer of record. Got Gary Bollinger in the yarns. Speed figure is fantastic. As I said, Lorena, the number 3, beat the number 2 horse, Jilly Marie, on October 22nd in the Thunder Bay Stakes. So there are your 2 top contenders in here. The number 3, who looks like should win the race again. It's only a field of 5. So Lorena is very tough here, and probably is going to be a very short price. She was 6-5 in the Thunder Bay Stakes on October 22nd. So she's probably be 4-5 or 3-2 here. This is not a great betting race. The number 3 horse looks very tough here. And the number 4, Practical Gizmo. Practical Gizmo is by Giant Gizmo. And if you recall, the number 1 horse, Jolene, is by Giant Gizmo. But the number 4 here, Practical Gizmo, 7 starts, just 1 win. Broker Maiden, of course. Patterson is our trainer of record. Speed figures are absolutely horrible. Jolene, she did beat Jolene, but that wouldn't take much to do. and she just looks overmatched here. The number 5 with the number 4 horse, Practical Gizmo. And the last horse in the race, very small fill in this overnight stake race, Red Equinox. Red Equinox is 7 starts and 3 wins. That's awfully good. Mr. J. Attar is our trainer of record. Speed figures are horrible, once again, relative to Lorena, the number 3, and Jilly Marie, the 2. So the number 5 horse, Red Equinox, just looked totally overmatched here. Comes from a top outfit, but I don't think she's going to be able to handle these. So, what is it going to be? The first race, Friday, Woodbine, not a great betting race. We're just doing the race because it is a major stake race. Not a major stake race, but it is a stake race. And there's slim pickings, right, as we move towards the holiday weekend, and of course it's wintertime. So the first race is our stake race. That is our Ashbridge Stakes. It looks like the number 3 horse, Lorena, should win for fun, and the number 2 looks like the only one in here that can threaten Lorena, Jilla Marie, the number 2. So there it is. We're going to take the number 3 horse, who should go to the front in this mile and 16 race, and wire the field. Now, if there's one drawback or knock on the number 3 horse, Lorena, is she's never been 2 turns. She's a 7 furlong, 6 furlong sprinter. This is a mile and 16. She looks like the clear speed. Gary Bollinger is a tremendous rider, and if he rations her speed outright, you know, she should be able to go gate to wire. Now, she is by Super Speedy, who is, you know, has gone a mile, has gone 8 furlongs before the sire, Super Speedy. But Lorena, is the only knock on her is that she hasn't been 2 turned over a mile and 16. She's got 7 starts and 5 of them as wins. It's very hard to knock that. Now, I don't think we're going to be able to wager on the horse because she was 6-5 in her last race, and I assume she's going to be 4-5 or 3-5 here. So other than us just doing this race, the only one in here I think can beat her is the number 2 horse, Jilly Marie. So as always, folks, down in the description you will see our disclaimer. And as always, I want you to stay classy in everything that you do. Your Speed King is a touch under the weather, but I can get through this. There's one more stake race over there at beautiful Woodbine on Friday, which is race number, let me see here, race number 7. And it is the Lake Ontario Stakes, going a mile and 16 for 3-year-old colts as well. So we're going to do that race as soon as we finish this one. But this one looks like it's a layover. It looks like Jolene, the number 3 horse, should just absolutely, you know, should really just annihilate this field. There's no reason the 3, Lorena, don't beat this bunch. So there it is. We think it's 3-2 for your life. But we don't think you're going to be able to bet it. Think it's going to be too short. If you like something else, let us know. Comment, like us. As always, stay classy in everything you do. I'll talk to you folks shortly. We're ready to do the second stake race over there on Friday at beautiful Woodbine. Have a great day, folks.